Maybe that worked. I think I just added my channel in, so it might have broke everything. You guys let me know if you can still hear me. I appreciate all you guys spending a little bit of your Friday with me. Brandon, I really appreciate you out there putting in the work. Sounds, you've been out there doing the same shit. And hell yeah. I appreciate both of you guys for stopping by. We have some pretty cool footage we saved up. Hey Jose, hey Howard. Hell yeah, sounds. Good shit. I'm glad it worked out. I pushed some buttons, but I'm never sure if I'm gonna be breaking shit. That's just how I get down. So I appreciate you let me know that I hadn't broken anything. Looks like we got a few people stopping in. Guys, we have some really exciting footage to show you guys, but it's not our footage, right? It's some like sneak peek shit from some really big names, right? They're just kind of releasing it themselves. We kind of got like the early edge on it. And if you guys want to see this 5-minute sneak peek, you're gonna have to stick around till the end of this video, because we're not just gonna play the whole thing and then have you guys I did see I had messages on Messenger. I just hadn't checked it, Mike. So appreciate it. Hey, we got some big news coming up, Howard. Jose, Mike, you guys weren't here before. We got some pretty big things coming up. Hey, Can. Man, I appreciate you stopping in, bro. I don't know if you've caught any of the last couple of live streams we've done. We've been taking them down once we're done. But we got some hella legit stuff that we've been working on that we're about ready to pass you guys off. You see this picture behind us? Right? So we built this this clever little piece of code that's able to like draw those boxes and like detect a police officer, if you will. And it can do the same thing with cars. You see if I can I'm sharing something else at the moment. You can see it on the last video. If you missed it, it was hella legit. But we've got a camera ready. Not ready, it's close. We're still in development. But it's getting close to ready for us to put in your guys' hands, and it'll be able to do this, detect these police cars and police officers. So let me know, guys, if type in the chat right now if you're in here for me, because you know, like, is that something you guys would want to see, like a security camera you can get for your house that once you plug up it'll notify you about police presence? Because as soon as I found out that there was a way for me to actually do it in pretty good, like close to real time, and build all the pieces I've been trying to build, like I was on it. Hell yeah, caveman. Hell yeah, show me. Hell yeah, Mike. Why the maybe show me? I see the big smile. So you're just bullshitting. Sorry for my language. At least I was close to the 10 minutes in, and it wasn't the F-bomb. I really am trying to watch out for that. Well, I believe this, right? I believe that, you know, knowing is not a, well, I don't know. I can't say it's never a bad thing, but I can't think of many circumstances where I would rather not know, you know? Oh yeah, Brandon. So I'm gonna do something I rarely do, just for a second here. I'm gonna flip this camera on, and I'm gonna pull this this prototype we're working with out of here and show you guys. It'll be really brief, because I'm not big on the whole, you know, camera pointed at my face thing. Like, why you filming me, bro? You know? But this is it, guys. This little powerful cube right here has the power in it to do all of those pretty nifty things, and we're ready to start like coding them and dropping them at your doorsteps. So I personally think it like that's why I started my channel, you know, when I found out I could do that, right? And now, like, it's not just a hypothetical, like that one I showed you just a second ago, that camera actually has the models on it to detect the cars and stuff. So if I take it outside and I point it at a police car, it's going to tell me it's a police car. Like, I have that in my stuff right now. And not only that, but it's going to be able to like send notifications to the app on my phone, so that if they come by the house while I'm not home, I know. And any area where we have good facial recognition coverage and the legal ability to do so, we're gonna have that facial recognition data tied in. So if an officer stops by, you're not just gonna know that an officer stopped by. You're gonna know that it was Officer Jones or Officer Willis or Officer Babe Bob or fucking Officer Randall or Officer Juju's Bar or whatever, you know. I can't even begin to imagine the fucking names that are in this database. It's crazy, guys. I guess for a second, I can do this and just leave this as the back button. And we'll see what you guys think. So if you guys haven't seen this yet, this is the new interface we're working on for police record. And it'll probably be another 2 weeks, 3 weeks before it comes up for you guys and you guys get to play with it. But here it is. So if you can see over here on my watch list, we have some pretty famous names: Bryce Crispy, John Felax, Liberty Troll, Jeff Gray, Geo, and there are more, but I just want to show you guys some of the nifty stuff like here. That's Geo, you know. But there are lots of them. So when it did the facial recognition of me in that video from Audit Palooza, this is the picture it used. And as you can see, it doesn't even have my whole face. And that's the whole picture, guys. It's just like part of my face with a bear. And it still recognized me. Man, it's crazy to see myself in that group right there. You know what I'm saying? That is nuts. Here's another little thing I've been working on to bring in some more data. This is the one that got kind of lippy with me that one day and was telling people all kinds of stupid stuff. Little smart aleck. Anyway. That's a enough of me really showing everybody right now what I got going on. So, give me a department name, show me, and I'll show you what the coverage looks like for that department. Or if you want to see your local coverage, like right now around me, out of these 3 departments that are closest to me, we can cover 63 out of the 63 officers total, and we have 61 that we don't have pictures of, for a total of a 50% coverage about. Kansas City. Man, so that's going to be a big one. Kansas City Police Department. I just saw it. There we go. So get ready, because it's going to be a bit. Oh, I'm not showing anymore. So it's still fetching some data. There's a lot of data to fetch, I think. I don't think I've ever fetched this much into one of these graphs on the web front end. So this is an experiment for me. Looks like there definitely needs to be a few updates to help with some of those loops there, because it's still loading. Oh, here we go. Wait. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to address that. Be right back. I gotta look at this console, and I don't know that that's necessarily the thing to show you guys. How do I find that? Oh yeah, that's dope. So I just got a pretty big. That's hella dope. Give him my best, man. Here we go. Oh yeah, guys. I may have broke it because that was a lot of officers that come back. So the short answer is, show me. Hey JD, man, it's good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. So we've been. Oh wow. Okay, we got a little bit. So as you can see, oh no, take me back. Take me back. Hopefully it. Oh yeah. So it's still trying to render the graph, but I'm gonna show you. The graph might not even render. Yeah, it's being rough right now. I think we might have broke the graph. But here's a list of names that we have for the Kansas City Police Department. What do you think of that? And it just, I mean, it goes. Each one of them waiting for their identifiers and their data to be added to and appended, and for us to have the resources to to turn our canines loose on each one of these, and we're still in. I mean, it goes, right? It's a lot. Like, and it's a crazy amount. No wonder the graph broke. So that is a lot of data and a lot of nodes to display. So I think I might have to rewrite some of the code to make it more efficient so it doesn't take as long. Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna show you guys. You guys ready for this shit? Are you ready to see? Are you ready? You guys let me know in the chat. 1 second. We really don't have a lot in Tampa right now, Chuck. I'm working on it. In Missouri, we have a lot. Like a lot. And I am working on getting a lot from everywhere. But just wait 1 second, guys. I'm going to show you this graph from Kansas City because it did finally show up, and it's just nuts. All right, let me get back over here. Like nuts. So here we go. Right? It's actually like there are some physics going on right now. Right? Like it's all of these officers here that are linked have the same last name. As you can see, Smith. So all of the Smiths are linked together. There are other groups with last names up here. We have Campbells and the Harrises and the Jacksons, a couple of Garcias. Yeah, it's like what's this cluster up here? Johnsons. There's the Joneses. What do you guys think of that? All right, I'm gonna stop showing it now because we're trying not to put too much of it on blast before we just turn it over to you guys. We're working on it. You guys should have it pretty soon. Friends in Code will be back. He's on a pretty important phone call, so just know that he's over there chilling. And we do have a pretty cool video to watch with you guys. It's some newly released stuff, like exclusive kind of sneak peek thing. You might have found it already. You might have seen pieces of it, and it's crazy because I didn't know the phone call was coming in. I don't know that Chris did either. But the video we're going to show you has a lot to do with who he's talking to, which is just so amazing. And I was so pissed. I heard that they recently, I don't want to give it away, but I heard that I was talking to Lacey earlier.
Yeah,
and I heard her. Oh,
sorry, I'm just going to
good.
jump in real quick. I got another phone call coming back in from same gentleman.
Yep.
And yeah. So appreciate you holding this stream off for, you know.
Fuck yeah. We're just doing our thing, bro.
I appreciate everybody that's came in and said hi and all that fun stuff. Love you guys. Much love.
So I don't know if the fella can say hello, but if he wants to, I'm sure there's a few people in here who wouldn't mind hearing him.
Oh yeah, definitely. Speaking of which, here he calls. Gotta let you go. I'll be back. And I'll tell him everybody he says love.
For sure. So I was actually talking to Lacey earlier, and she said that they had recently thrown back his parole. And for a year, like a whole nother year, they pushed him back. Hey, Rye, good shit, man. I appreciate you stopping in. We got some next level sci-fi shit coming out, man. It's gonna be legit. Um, and we're looking for people who want to do like unboxing and fucking reviews and stuff. So if that sounds like you guys out there in the internet watching, let us know in the chat. Man, I'm glad it finally rendered, but I do have some efficiency stuff to work on because like it has to do several like kind of cycles through all of that huge amount of data to do all that fancy stuff it did, like grouping all the people with the same last name together. Oh, that's cool. I'll show you guys this real quick. You want to see it? It's pretty legit, and I just discovered it myself. I might as well show you guys. So when I clicked on one of these fellas, right? Like for instance, we'll pick one of these other families that's got quite a few of them in there, right? It's so hard to get one of them. Hold on. I'm gonna have to work on this. Come on, stop moving so much. Okay, there we go. Sorry guys, I'll definitely work on the interface some, but as I drag him away, right, to examine him, he drags all of these other people that have the same last name as him along with him, like out of the swimming mass of Kansas City Police Department officers that we have over here. Man. Anyway, I didn't notice that he would like drag everybody else away. I do have to work on making the physics around those groups a bit more stable. Anyway, we'll stop sharing again for now. Thanks guys for catching that first sneak peek right there. That's some pretty amazing stuff, and that is going to be available to you everywhere to keep track of the police officers that are outside of your door, right? If you want to know who's policing your neighborhood, what better way than a set of comprehensive databases designed to track data about these guys? I can't think of a better way to do it. And if I could think of a better way to do it, I would build that instead. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have spent years building this. I would have spent years building the better way. So if you guys know anything I could do that might make this better, don't hesitate to let me know. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, I appreciate it, man. Like, it's not just been me alone, though. Like, Chris, who's currently on a pretty important phone call with a serious, like, a serious First Amendment auditor. Like, one of the people that inspired me to get off my couch and write code. You know what I'm saying? And then, EJ, bro, like, he's made so much of this possible with what he brings to the table that it's ridiculous. Like, it's been a team. See, Bri, I appreciate you stopping in. If you guys missed it, we showed off a couple of pretty amazing things. We got a little bit more. I guess we could. Man, I wonder. Oh yeah, bro, I will. And back at you, man. So I'll show you guys again. So this, Steve, is the police record. It is a set of databases designed to keep track and a permanent record about police officers and what they're doing in our neighborhoods. And I'll give you kind of a sneak peek. This is our development site. The site that you'll reach if you go to policerecord.com doesn't look exactly like this, but it accesses and works with the same kind of data. So this is the Kansas City Police Department, and a graphical representation of the officers in the department and how they're all connected and interrelated and connected back to that department. And then of course we have this department, which is one of my favorites. Wonder where that's at. Oh, there it is. So tiny over here all by itself. We'll fix that. It's just taking a little bit because, oh, I didn't even think about that. Hell yeah, Bri. Man, to be honest with you, I learned to do this stuff in a program called Restorative Justice. Hell yeah, Steve. It is pretty intense, man. So we built a facial recognition database. We're using advanced machine learning and AI to track police behavior, and both good and bad, and to make sure that there's a permanent record about these officers that's there forever, so that we the people are protected. It is doing something a bit intense right now, because there's so much data populated in this graph right now. Like, we're gonna fix it though. So if I hit this now, it ought to behave a lot better, because there's not near as much that Kansas City data swimming around. I'll work on that. But as you can see here, like, these are the departments, the officers in my local department, at least some of them, and most of them, almost all of them, and they can be identified with our facial recognition system, and there's profiles for each one of them and records that we've managed to obtain about them that we've decided that everyone should always have. Well, we finally got a picture of this guy. This is the development site, so it's not perfectly up to date, but yeah, we finally got a picture, not this guy, of this guy, who, as you can tell, at least we are assuming because of the, you know, like, they're connected. He's actually a pretty nice fella. I mean, as nice as I guess it's possible to be. He's a little bit iffy. I don't know all of them personally. And I know he is bad news. And this one too, in my humble opinion. Anyway. Hell yeah, bro. So this is actually kind of representative. It is, right? It's exactly, Steve. You see, you picking up what I'm putting down, man. Like, it's fire with fire, right? They have the tools to do this to us, right? I think it's about time that we have the power to know who's policing our stuff. And like, we've got some pretty cool tech coming your way, like a camera that you'll be able to add to your home security that'll send you a notification if the police show up at the house. It'll also, if they're in our database, it can tell you which officer, and if they're not, then it can create a spot for them. You know what I'm saying? And attach them to whatever department they need to be attached to. And you have the ability to add an officer. I've been working on it, and it's actually pretty easy now. If you just go over here to this white dot, and then you fill out this form, and you hit next, it'll create a submission, and that submission will then be handed over to our people to look at, so that we can verify that that officer works where you say they work and they are who, you know, like that your information's pretty accurate. Attach a picture of them, and then they're in there. Like, you can contribute to it pretty easily. And the ability to add data and or track data, but there's also, like here, this is times when I have personally streamed and this officer was identified in my stream. So we'll do that. We'll hit that. This guy, and that's actually me. So that's times when it identified me. So, but they actually show up, and here you can see the data that we've managed to gather. Like, specifically myself have pushed the button to gather. Like, see, there's the Independence, Missouri Police Department. If you're still around, show me. This is stuff we've managed to track down about the Independence, Missouri Police Department. So, like, for instance, all of these are records that are about the department, and these are all officers. It's a slightly different system. I'm working to move it over to this same interface where we got all these guys. Hell yeah. So that's actually who Chris is talking to right now. He's on the phone with Eric. And if you guys stick around for just 5 or 10 more minutes, hell yeah. Show me. That was the Independence, Missouri Police Department I just pulled up. And some data we've managed to gather about them. I got some friends up there in the Kansas City area. None of them cop watchers. I mean, unless you want to be my friend, that'd be cool. I like having friends. But you know, like, we're here to make sure that, you know, we can know what they're out there doing. Like, they sure seem to have a keen interest in knowing what we're doing. And this is kind of a graph that'll show you, like, the coverage, like, of police presence in your area. These are the closest departments to you. This is our leaderboard. So as you get more points by clicking more stuff on this webpage over here, you'll get more. Oh, it doesn't show up, does it? I don't think it does. Nope. So the overlays that tell you the county name and stuff don't show up. Hey, PDF man, thanks for stopping in, bro. I was just showing some pretty wicked stuff. If you want to take a peek. Hell, we'll hit this one. Oh man. Okay, so if I could just tell you guys, yeah, I know, we're working on it, man. And you'll be able to gain them faster. So it was kind of a, yeah, Otto was arrested. Exactly. Otto did get arrested. We are working on the point system. I'm working to bring it up to snuff since we're bringing in the leaderboard, but it's not perfect yet. And guys, it'll never be perfect. I'll try to make it good enough. You didn't hear that Otto was arrested? Yeah, he's in I don't want to misspeak. I believe it is Wolf City, Texas. I think he's actually in the county jail though. Give me 1 second and I'll find out what county Wolf City is in. in Hunt County, Texas. So I believe he's in the Hunt County, Texas jail. Let me see if I can see. Okay. I'm looking, guys. Let me use the Control F. Alright, I'm still looking. I do not see him in there, but I can't be sure. So yeah, I don't see him enlisted in their inmate search. I'm gonna call him real quick. Fuck it. I'm gonna no. Hell yeah, Steve. James Freeman's a beast. He's a. There are a lot of them out there, man, that have done a lot of work towards transparency. Dude, you can. I can even begin to point you towards the best channel to find them. There are a lot of channels out there though that just review other cop watchers, like Audit the Audit, the Civil Rights Lawyer, San Joaquin Transparency. John Felix reviews a lot of them. Plus does a lot of reviews. I don't be watching a lot of YouTube, guys. I spend most of my time programming. So we're getting really close to the oh yeah, for sure. Oh, I feel you, show me. That is a fact, like a big fact. That's why I'm so careful about messing with them. You should definitely follow Otto the Watchdog, Steve. If you can, is there a moderator in here? I don't know if a moderator could drop his link in the chat, that'd be amazing. And Steve, I don't know which channel you came to, but man, if it's the police record or if it's over on No Name Coders, man. But either way, smash the subscribe for us, and whichever one you're not on, that's it's pretty legit. If you check out, I don't know if Friends and Code still has a stream going, but yeah, Yeah. Hunt County. They've updated their webpage. It's so funny. I want to show you guys this. Are you ready for this shit? All right, here we go. This is rich as fuck. Rich as fuck. I don't think I'm going to share the right stuff. I am not sharing the right stuff. Let me do this. This. Right? Hunt County and the Hunt County Sheriff's Office have been, and continue to be committed to respecting all citizens' First Amendment rights, including their right to criticize public officials and express dissenting viewpoints. So hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna have to make this phone call. I have to put this shit on speakerphone though, or I'm not gonna be able to hear it. And then we'll get to this movie. Ruh-roh.
Courthouse information line. Please visit the county website at www.huntcounty.net. If this is an emergency, please hang up and call 911. Please listen carefully, as the options may have changed. For the tax office, call 903-408-4000. For the jail detention center, call 903-453-6851. For the sheriff's office non-emergency number, call 903-453-6800.
I don't remember it. I tried, guys. I'm gonna have to write it down and call back. But all the calls are recorded, so even if you don't get to hear it this time, you'll get to hear it next time. Chris, it's coming close to that time when I switch over from sharing this important link right here, right? The Hunt County Sheriff and how they're committed and always have been committed and continue to be committed to respecting all citizens' First Amendment rights. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how long it's been on there like that. Oh, never mind, guys. There's the number. I was close, too.
Thank you for calling the Hunt County Sheriff's Office. If you have an emergency or need medical or fire assistance, please hang up and dial 911. Press 1 for Hunt County Jail or inmate information. If you need to speak to an investigator or a records department, their office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Please call back during those times. Press 2 to leave a message. Press 3 for police dispatch. Hunt County Intake.
Hi, I was just watching a video, and I seen that a man had been taken to the Hunt County Jail. And then I went to your guys' website to try to find some contact information, and I was shocked because when I was reading it, I was reading about how Hunt County and the Hunt County Sheriff's Office have been, and continue to be committed to respecting all citizens' First Amendment rights, including their right to criticize public officials and express dissenting viewpoints. And that really blew my mind, because the fellow who you guys have in your jail is in there for his First Amendment constitutionally protected activities. And that was so weird, you know?
I can understand where you're coming from. Obviously, you're not guilty. We don't arrest people.
Well, I mean, so I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing you. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Just hold them there and stuff. So like, only part of the county sheriff's office continues to be committed to respecting all citizens' First Amendment rights. It's only like some of you guys. Okay, so like, if you guys knew that you were holding somebody there for what was essentially like false imprisonment because they were arrested for constitutionally protected activity, or specifically stuff that was protected by the First Amendment, like you would work to help make that right? Is that what you're telling me? Because I would appreciate that.
What I do is I make sure they're right. So they're in here. They are safe. And they get the right to see the judge. They get their due process. I make sure there's stuff that I'm able to control.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Okay. So.
I try to belittle them. I don't do anything to make them answer your questions. No matter if it's just a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be badass. Thanks. Hey, so I'm hoping that like you could clear up something for me. So I was just watching this video on the old internet, and I seen a fella get arrested for like having a sign and people having their feelings hurt about it and stuff. Like they were claiming that it was disorderly for him to have a sign because people were disturbed by the sign, right? And that's not how the law actually works. And then I was like, well, that's kind of crazy. They took him to the Hunt County Jail, because when I went to the website to get like the contact information, I was scrolling and I read it said the Hunt County and the Hunt County Sheriff's Office have been and continue to be committed to respecting all citizens' First Amendment rights, including their right to criticize public officials and express dissenting viewpoints. And so that makes it pretty clear to me, at least it would like seem to, that your department is well like versed in the fact that just because someone doesn't agree with something, or they find it, you know, disturbing, or they're bothered by it, doesn't mean like legally, like that seems to me that you guys are already on notice that you can't hold this man for what you're holding him for. You know what I'm saying? Well, see, I don't know his legal name. I know his YouTube like channel. You know, Auto might be enough for you guys to go on. Oh yeah, like I don't know him personally. I do. I saw the video of him getting arrested. I was watching it live as it happened, so I know what happened. Like I know why he was arrested. I was watching for hours before he was arrested. So there's nothing he could have done that would have been illegal that I wouldn't have seen. You know? Like he does this all of the time. So without knowing a name, you're telling me without knowing somebody's name, you can't explain to me like why there's a statement on your website saying that you guys recognize and respect citizens' First Amendment rights, including their right to criticize public officials and express dissenting viewpoints, but there's somebody currently being held in your jail for like explicitly constitutionally protected behavior that's explicitly protected under all kinds of precedent by the First Amendment, the very amendment that you guys have like a blurb on your webpage talking about respecting. And so it just seems to me that you guys are already on notice that you're doing wrong. Okay.
We get a ton of people in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you watch the stuff on Facebook, you'll see on Tri-County.
Okay.
You'll see we get a bunch of people in. What I'm saying is, if you don't know the name of the person, I can't explain the reason why that person is here. Because I don't know what you're talking about.
His name's Otto. His name's Otto. And like he's in there, he's been charged with disorderly conduct. Right? And like it's not gonna stand up in court. He's been through this dozens of times. There have been lawsuits involved. Like, I'm not saying that he's gonna sue you guys. I don't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? But I have seen him sue numerous other departments for pretty much the same kind of behavior. I don't know necessarily that you guys will be liable because you didn't arrest him. I think you're just holding him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're just like a detention facility. And I totally get that. Like, I'm not holding it against you guys at all. You're doing your job. And it sounds like the lady I was talking to before and yourself have both been pretty respectful with me, even though I've been like a tad bit on the belligerent side. And like, I appreciate the shit out of that because it shows me that even when I push your button a little bit, you're not gonna like get hostile with me, and that shows me that maybe you do respect people's First Amendment rights. And so I appreciate that for real. Like it shows that maybe the words on your website aren't just words on your website, and that maybe you guys do. And if that's true, I'd ask that while Otto is there, you know, that you guys respect the shit out of his First Amendment rights, because he was just holding a sign out there that some Nancy decided or some Karen decided that they didn't want to have to read, and that they were going to call the cops over, and now he's in jail because he didn't want to provide ID, you know, like he didn't want to cooperate with an investigation or whatever, and he didn't have to, you know, like he's not obligated to do that stuff. You can't make him participate. That's why we have like the Fifth Amendment and the Fourth Amendment, you know. And I just hope that you guys, you know, when you just think about it, man, like don't treat people bad in there. I've been on the other side of those walls and spent time in the cell. And I've had some cops and turnkeys that were really decent, and some of them that weren't so decent. You know what I'm saying? Just be one of the decent ones, and have a good night. Yeah, you like that? Hell yeah. Good shit, bro. Oh yeah, bro, for sure. So, oh yeah, I knew his name, but I didn't want to let on that I was that close to him. I wanted to be I wanted him to be kind of iffy about who the fuck I was, cuz he didn't have my real phone number. That when it came through, it came up the police record on their caller ID. What do you think of that? Oh shit, guys! Otto called. He was talking to Chris, so we might have an update. If you guys want an update on the Otto situation, stick around and you'll find out just how fucked up shit is and stuff. Right? I think I was pretty chill with the officer. I try not to be too much of a dick, because I find out it really doesn't get me anywhere. You know, if I just go in all hot and heavy, you know, I am the authority, you know, you're gonna do, they buck, and then I don't get what I want. But if I call really nice, sometimes I know. It would have been hella helpful to know the last name, though. If I'd have thought about it, I'd have had it. Sometimes I'm so retarded. Oh no 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 no! You guys can't be watching that yet. Sorry guys. That will be coming up in just a few minutes. When Chris makes it back, we'll start that show. But he's got to do his thing first, and he's gonna be on the phone for a few more minutes. So you guys are just stuck with me. I know it sucks. I'm not near the host that Chris is, but I try not to suck. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, you gotta butter him up, man. If you just come in being an asshole, you just get asshole back. So
What's up, peoples?
hey, look who we got.
What's up?
An A+, huh?
Man, you know, for being just a homebody, right?
Right?
My phone freaking blew up, bro.
Right?
What's up, Oakland? What's up, Sound? What's up, Sci-Fi? What's up, everybody? Howard, all you guys, thank you for coming in. Status update is no real update. Otto's probably going to spend the night. They said he could be, the cop said he was going to try to charge him for 6 disorderly conducts, but it seems that this little town of like 1,500 people don't really understand what a protest is.
Nope.
Right? And
What's the town's name? Wolf
City.
again? Yeah.
Yeah, Wolf City.
I talked to the Hunt County Sheriff's Department.
Yeah.
Did you see that shit on their website? On the bottom of their website, I'm gonna go read it again. Hold on. Damn it. I gotta find it again. Hold on. Give me 1 second. And you stop. So it literally says something. You're gonna think this is so rich, bro. Okay. Hunt County and the Hunts County Sheriff's Office have been, and continue to be committed to respecting all citizens' First Amendment rights, including their right to criticize public officials and express dissenting viewpoints. That is on their website, bro. They're literally acknowledging that they are already on notice that they're violating it.
It show me it's there, but the audio quality is like shit, and I take full responsibility for that. Y'all don't direct any hate towards Otto over that. That's me. We tested the night before, and when we got on site, I need anybody out there that wants to come out to some of these sites. I need somebody that's a radio frequency guy, radio nerd. If you hear me, and you know some people that come out and test for harmful interferences, it would be wonderful if I could get to talk to some of these people. You know, it's really, really weird how, you know, I can test fine,
And then
20 minutes away. Yeah, no, and you know, and had we not moved the box like we did, right, it might not have gone live. Right. You know, I mean, that whole, you know, I'll let y'all in on a little backstory here. You know, I was running that shit from the backside, right? And we're making a system that we guaranteed we got the video, right? I might not have got it to YouTube, but I got the video, right? The next step in this is y'all get to see it real time live and none of that staticky crap, right? The other channels of audio that I had to offer up were worse than what you got, right? The video was something that I had to do because I needed to have the one audio channel, but give you all of the views to see Otto was out there with just his signs again.
Was it Sergeant Weaned?
Weaned. Isn't that interesting?
Weaned?
Yeah.
W-E-A-N-D?
Yeah.
That was it?
Yeah. That's actually who it is. Yeah, if anybody's got any information on Mr. Ween,
I'm looking now.
Sergeant, or, you know, the mayor. Seems that the mayor and her husband were not happy about Otto and his signs. And so...
Who else?
I don't know. Whoever the mayor is of Wolf County, right? Y'all are hearing it first. John Denicola, what's going on? just the guy that I wanted to make sure was hearing this shit because I was gonna go live again. So there's something else that they sent when Eric got sent back to the detention center. Hold on just a second. I'm setting up scheduling fucking work. To be looking for that. But there's an also, I spoke with Eric Grant today. Right? Spoke with him twice. He used 2 of his phone calls to call me today. And he wanted to say that he's in good spirits. He loves everybody for, you know, still remembering who the fuck he is. And, you know, he wants me to put it out that they sent all of his shit home. And he needs a few things that, you know, he needs a few things.
Because they stuck him back in for a year, didn't they?
Yeah, they denied his parole.
After they said they were going to send him to a halfway house and had him pack up all of his
all
shit,
kinds of
already.
Yeah. So he gave all away all of his shit.
Where's he at?
He's in
Sentinel?
He's in not in Centennial anymore. You just look him up on jpay.com.
Yep. I'm on my
His
way.
inmate number is 191131. Right? And
what is it? 191?
131. I even asked him, I'm like, is it short enough?
Oh, he's in CSP? Really?
I don't know. I don't know what that. It just said the
Colorado State Prison System.
Yeah, it just said Colorado State Prison System.
Okay, let me. Because CSP is trash, bro. That is bad. Delta.
That sounds better.
Yeah, he's in Delta. Delta's not bad. That's in the Canyon City complex.
Yeah, that's way down south.
Yeah, that's right outside of Canyon City.
Yeah, I drove by it a couple times.
Like 5 or 6 prisons and a big ring.
Yeah.
Delta's one of the minimum restrictives or minimum facilities, which is good. That's fucked. He was eligible for parole just earlier this year. Next parole hearing is in May of 2026. They pushed him off a year. And they don't have to give him mandatory release till 30/31.
Right.
That is so fucked.
TP is... I know that all of that has been put into... I don't know what condition the TP's in. I know that it was stored. I don't know what condition it's actually stored in. Right? But he wanted to make sure that I put it out, and I'm going to do another live here in a little bit. You know, to let people know that I talked to Eric, and he wants me to make sure I put it out. That, you know, he needs a toothbrush and shit like... Well, I'm saying that he needs a toothbrush. I don't... That's the first thing that popped in my head. He said commissary, right? So first thing that pops in my head is a toothbrush. It's probably not true. He just... All of his shit was sent home from when he came back. and they pretty much, you know, took everything that he had. Right. 2031. Show me. What up, ANCAP? Corruption is real. Appreciate y'all being here. Right. So, you know, and I got to see some of the screens that you were showing. Those were like, ooh. I was trying to explain to Eric, but not really explain to Eric. Right. And I told, you know, I forget that he's been in prison, right? You know, and he's like, you know, I've got these recordings. Can you do some transcripts? I'm like, oh yeah, no problem. Right. Like, where the fuck have you been? Oh yeah. Right. You know, and he was kind of mad at me for not telling him that I was sick. And I told him that there wasn't shit he could do. And he was like, exactly. I couldn't fuck it up. So, you know. And he was like, if I ever do decide to get sick again, or, you know, want to, you know, have company with my misery, you know, to make sure.
Right.
Right. And what's crazy is that Wolf City is not that far away from Rockwall. Right. I mean, you can't really say that they didn't talk to each other.
Hold on, I gotta go grab my wallet so I can send Eric some money.
Oh, goddamn, man. Thank you.
What? Like, I've been there, bro.
It touches me. Anytime that somebody steps up like that, it touches me. Because
bro, I've been there. You know what I mean? Like, I've been in that fucking, like, literally in that exact same seat, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know what a difference it can make. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even about that.
Yeah,
know?
No, it's every time I get to talk to that man, I am very thankful. And maybe he'll find this recording one day. You know, because, you know, he's telling me jokes, bro. He's being mad at me for not telling him I'm sick, and this fucker's incarcerated and, you know, could be sitting there until whatever. Right? But he, you know, and like I told him, I just wanted to be there just so he'd have a voice that ain't there to criticize him and somebody to laugh with about the absurdities. Right? Otherwise, you're going to sit and fucking cry about it. So I figured I'd give him a fucking shoulder to sit there and laugh. Right? You know, there's real people and there's real feelings behind some of this shit.
Well, he got a couple of Zuzus and Wham Whams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, and
a free note to your incarcerated individual with this payment. Get a few tokens and have a soda out of one of those machines, and know that I did that shit in 4 Mile for years.
You want to hear something even fucking crazier?
Yep.
Eric knew Otto was in jail. Right. And it wasn't from me. You know, I'm the DJ. And it wasn't for me that, you know, that he knew, right? They knew. It's something great. Mm-hmm. It is fucking insane.
Let me see. If I go over here, will it work? Nope. Oh, I sent him a little note. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Couple
man.
of bucks. You want to show everybody that video?
Oh yeah, we got something to actually. Speaking of that fucker,
right? I've been teasing him with it all night.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, hey guys, you guys got to stick around. You're gonna see the exclusive sneak peek. Well, if you're one of those really smart motherfuckers who stuck around,
Yeah.
or one of them really smart motherfuckers who just happened to make it in, buckle your fucking seatbelts.
So
is that you?
That is not me.
Oh.
That would be Eric Grant.
No. I'm saying, is that video tab you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can close mine. I can stop
Yes.
sharing.
Yes.
All right. Done and done. You know, that's not the first time I've sent money to an incarcerated individual. Most of them I have met in person, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All
Is
right.
it 191131?
I've got people asking me a bunch of fucking questions.
Sorry,
like
bro.
I'm
Keep
the
doing your
fucking the answer man. All right. So let's have some audio. Let's go back. Ready? Okay. So if you know Taya and Steven, you know what I'm talking about. Because it's Taya Graham and Steven Janis. Right? But Miss Taya and Mr. Steven have finally dropped the story of American cop watching. I am but the mirror. Right? And if you've got Amazon, right? If you got Amazon and Prime Video, you can get this Folsom TV, right? It'll just let you play it, right? If not, you know, you got to throw a couple bucks at it, but we're going to show you some of the beginning of it.
Hell
right?
yeah.
And then, like, if you know how to get into the tech support room, right? if you know how to get into the tech support room, since Otto's in jail, I'm gonna watch this fucking video without him. Right? And I have permission from the creators of the video to have a showing of any of their videos. If you need actual proof from it, please send them a polite email going, Code said he could show your shit and showed your shit. Right? And, you know, you'll get the response that you get. Right? So, you know, I would just, out of, you know, how respectful they are to everybody that they come in contact with, even when they're challenging, they still are very respectful to everybody. Right? And so me showing this doesn't fall under a valve because I'm not actually, you know, going to stream it to the YouTubes. Right? But I will do a private streaming on our tech support, server. Right? And if you don't know how to get there, you know, we'll do it in a different one, or we'll just do it in tech support. It's easy. Right? But here we go. Oh, wait. Where the hell is that? And stop that. Okay, y'all ready?
Yep.
I've been ready since you showed it here.
Global Tel Link has a collect call for you from
Eric Brandt.
To accept this call, press 5 now.
Greetings, happy Talk to Cops Day.
So, Eric, what's the weirdest encounter you've ever had with a judge in a courtroom?
Well, I'll answer that with my last derogatory interaction with Judge Rogers. When I came in with the spaghetti strainer on my head, that broke him. He went from his usual in-control cocky self. He was deflated. His hair went flat. He couldn't hardly speak. He wouldn't lift his head. And as we're walking out, he says, Mr. Brandt, you have made a mockery of this judiciary every time you have come in here. And I turned and looked at him smartly, and I said, but Your Honor, I am but the mirror. And I walked out.
Ouch.
I'm here with Eric Patrick Brandt. It's 12/30/2019. Time is 12:49 hours. All right, Mr. Brandt, what I told you over there is that you're being charged with retaliation against a judge and harassment, and it's for a phone call that you made to Andre Rudolph.
Which phone call?
You want me to read it verbatim?
Sure.
Okay. This is Judge Rudolph's courtroom, right? That's correct, is what the clerk says. Yeah, I wanted to share my thoughts and prayers for Judge Rudolph. It's my thought that Judge Rudolph should be violently murdered and have his brains blown through his head. And it's my prayer that someone actually does it.
This is in no way meant to stifle persons' free speech rights to protest against the government.
So there are limits to free speech. You understand it's not absolute, correct?
Oh, so I'm not allowed to share my thoughts?
Not to that point, sir.
I'm not.
Just like, why did you do it?
In what universe do you think it's a crime to share one's thoughts and prayers?
I'm looking. Do we need a bigger pot? There's another one.
Does anyone wish you a happy Fuck the Cops Day yesterday? Let me be the first. Happy Fuck the Cops Day.
I have had as many as 3 ankle monitors at a time. I'm down to 1. And this ankle monitor comes off tomorrow, one way or another.
Yeah, so I'm worried about Eric's sentencing on Monday. I'm worried that that the system's going to crush him.
You know, I think that it's really, really stressful on every single one of us. I think we're all concerned. We know it's right here, and when I say right, I guess we know it's legal here.
You know, yeah, he says some things that if you're not used to that kind of stuff, it seems a little out there.
I wish these two a happy Fuck the Cops Day today.
I don't think I did.
No, I know you did, because I said, hey, Steven, fuck the cops.
Now, what did the guy say on the traffic today? He goes, it's Fuck the Cops Day? And the whole car said, it's every day. And pajama on its hats, and twice on Tuesdays.
So, do I want the judges to be murdered? Of course I don't want the judges to be murdered. Do I think we need to talk about it? Yeah, because I think that if they don't have any fear, then they have nothing holding them in check.
Good Good morning, Denver. It's 56 degrees outside, partly cloudy with a high expected of 72 degrees and scattered showers later this afternoon. Our top story, a controversial Denver activist is facing sentencing for threatening not one, but 3 Denver judges. Eric Brandt, a so-called cop watcher, has pleaded guilty to 3 counts of electronic harassment after sharing his thoughts and prayers that several Denver judges would be shot and killed. Earlier this month, Brandt reached a plea deal with prosecutors. In other news, Denver Mayor Michael Hancock is set to roll out
I will address the court, obviously, at my sentencing, and it probably won't be what you expect.
We have a man who has some mental health issues, a man who doesn't think and feel like everyone else, a man who committed himself to the armed service for the benefit of other citizens.
If you're on the WebEx, please behave, hold the decorum of the court. We're not here wearing fuck cops gear and all that nasty shit.
We just had Judge Randolph give his statement about what it was like hearing those thoughts and prayers.
I'm not wise enough to know whether the sentence that I impose today is going to change Mr. Brandt's behavior or not. Here's what he did in this case. He told Judge Rudolph's staff, "It is my thought that Judge Rudolph should be violently murdered and have his brains splattered on the faces of his children." I want to know who in the world thinks that that's okay. Mr. Brandt, on each of these 3 counts, you're sentenced to 4 years in the Department of Corrections, plus a mandatory 2-year parole period. These sentences will run consecutive to one another.
What a piece of shit.
So this is miscarriage of justice, because if somebody would say to me, it would have been dismissed.
When you heard that Eric Brandt was going to receive 12 years, how did you feel?
Extremely upset.
12 years for standing against corruption and judges who were doing the wrong.
Why is this old white guy talking Blue Lives Murder? Because there's no such thing as fucking justice.
If they think that they have silenced me, they would be grossly mistaken. And I might say, too, that the consequences of silencing speech are unspeakable.
Ooh. Ooh.
There it is, homie.
Right? If you guys want to see the rest of that, you're going to have to go check that shit out yourself. I am but the mirror, he said. And the consequences of silencing speech are unspeakable. Bro, I think hearing those 2 things alone was worth a couple of bucks I sent him. That's legit. Fuck. So you're going to be in tech support watching it?
I am. I'm going to go into tech support.
I'll be in there in just a minute, guys.
If y'all aren't in our Discord, that's something else. Actually, you know what? We're going to go do it in the Discord, because I want to leave tech support open for tech support.
Right.
Well, let's.
I mean, we could make a new one.
Yeah, how many fuckers are actually wanting to watch this? You know, I mean, because we could do Discord. Let's do a new room. Let's give me just a second. Meet police record. We're gonna call this "I am but the mirror." Oh fuck! I misspelled it. Man, that ain't gonna be. All right, so if you want to continue watching, you got to click. Right, that's something else to think about during all this time, right? So that's the room that I'm going to share it in. The 5 of you guys that are still here, if you want to watch the rest of it, you're more than welcome to come in. And, you know, we're going to share it here. Matter of fact, it's sitting right where we paused it. It's already being shared in that room right now. You can just click the link. It'll work in anybody's webpage, anything, anywhere, you know. You don't have to turn your camera on, you know, and everybody's welcome. So we're actually gonna take it out on a mellow note tonight. I'm just going to do what could go wrong, and we'll just kill it, and I'll meet you guys over there.
Yep.
You only wanna scan our faces, track every move, but when the table's turned, they don't approve. Big brother's eyes, but now we got receipts. Expose the badge numbers out on these streets. Facial recognition, what's the game plan? Catching us slipping, but afraid of the same stand. They want control, but tech's a double edge. Cops in the system, now they on the ledge.